before I wash that, I'm going to place that back on there. Alright, now we're going to go for the Ujimi Flip, green lip mussel. Right, I've put the egg powder away. I'm going to need some more of that actually. But I'm only going to put a small amount in here because, one, I want it to be more Scopex and green lip mussel, and two, I don't want to be here all night when you're rolling these. So we just put a little bit in there, just a tad more. Yep, there we go. 2 deciliters. On with the lid. Okay, now the old green lip mussel. Doesn't matter if you haven't washed it out because it's all the same bait anyway. I'm just going to put 10 millilitres of green lip mussel in there. We can smell that now. Good job, I have an understanding girlfriend, as I explained earlier. There we go. So we don't need any sugar in that. We don't need any potato really, we don't need any seed, but what I'm going to put in, I'm going to make it a completely different colour than this one here. And as I said earlier, I've forgotten the colouring, so I'll just nip over here people and grab myself another colour. What I'll do, I'll go for the red. We'll go red and yellow. This. There we go, just grab the old spoon again. So just put a little bit in to begin with and give it a quick go round. You can always put some more. It's very strong, so I'll just darken that up a bit more. There we go. Always, once you've finished using something, put the lid back on it and put it to one side, because you know, especially with flavours, if you just put it down and you knock it off, and you've got lobster thermidor all over the kitchen floor seeping through, your neighbours ain't going to like it, and you're going to spend at least a week on the balcony. There we go, that's the red. I'm going to grab another bowl. The reason we have 2 bowls when we're making a two-tone. See, what I've done there now, as I was just talking about, I've left it, I nearly knocked that over then. Always put your lids back on, your tops back on. Put them to one side because we're not going to put any more of that in just yet. Okay, there we go again. Off with the lid. This can now be washed now. I'm going to do this again. So once you've done this, you know, go in the living room, the bedroom, whatever. You grab your girlfriend and say, "Oi, woman, time to do with the dishes." There we go. Let's see, 2 lovely, fantastic colours there. You've got yellow. And it's almost pink, but it doesn't really matter what colour it is, but it's for the demonstration and the 2-tone purposes. Okay, right, we're finished with all this up now, so if we can put all this, you know, away over here, okay, then we'll do that later. Actually, what we need now is we need a bake. Okay, the next step now, you see, we've got the two different mixes there. We've got the yellow Scopex and we've got the red green lip mussel. As you can see there, I've got the pan on the boil. That's getting ready to go later when we start boiling them. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to add the base mix. To the yellow Scopex, I'm going to put Mainline Fusion. This actually was the downfall of many a carp last season, or last year, 2007, in Harelandershire. Yeah, Asperger Holmquist. Okay, what I'm going to do, you're going to add it slowly. You don't want to make it too thick, so we just put a little bit in first. Like so. And then mix it with a fork. Don't do it in the blender because it gets so thick, you just burn the motor out in the end. So you do this by hand. What you could do is with a very understanding friend to do it for you. But another thing I'm going to mention now is what's happened here, and this is a good point before we start making it. What's happened here now is because this is a brown base mix, yeah, the resulting colour of this will be brown. If it was white, then that would be yellow, and it's the same with that. This is a little bit not as brown as this, not as dark as this one, but it will go a little bit darker. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. I mean, this one's brown, that one's red. Yeah, just keep adding a bit more until you get the right consistency. I'm just going to leave that one for a while. I'm going to start on this one. Actually, what I'm going to do, because that is a tad brown, I'm just going to dive over here, people. I'm going to grab the main. I'm going to grab the Mistral mix, because this is virtually white. You see, so it'll keep that the red colour. And there's plenty of protein. Plenty of protein for the carp in this one because it's full of mealbagger. I don't know if you'll be able to see them. I'll just take some out here. Can you see them? No black bits of mealbagger. They're all dead. See, there's one. But it's protein for the fish, isn't it? Again, just put a little bit in, mix it, and keep adding. Just don't put a load of it in as you, because if it goes too thick, you can never take it out again. I'm going to grab another fork. And mix it. This should stay reasonably red, you see. That's staying pretty red. What you could do with making big ones, those big industrial dough mixes that you get in kitchens and restaurants, would be ideal. There's no room in here though. See how that's gone brown now? Completely different from the yellow. So just remember that when you're making it. If you've got a brown base mix, then you know it doesn't matter what colour it is. It's going to go brown. Your mix is going to go brown. Also, if you notice here, this is another little tip. This is clear. That'll keep the colour of your mix as well. But if you've got, like this is dark green, that will darken the colour of your mix. So if your flavours are dark or light, that will also affect the end result of your colour. So I've got red and brown in now, which I didn't want, but it's a perfect example of what does happen if you have a dark base mix. Yeah. But I'm going to keep putting the little bit more in there. It starts getting messy in a bit. Okay. That's bait making. Still too sloppy. Last bit of that. You see, you can measure it, but I never measure my base mixes out. What I do, I'll make the egg with the water and with the additives and the flavours, and then I'll just continually add the base mix until it comes to the perfect consistency that I want. Yeah. Rather than they say, oh, you need this much and 1 kilo of this, and then you put it in and it's not a nice consistency. So consistency now actually, because I'm going to leave it here a while.